What is up, everyone? Sean here, and welcome to another monthly update video for the channel. As always, I'm going to be reviewing what we did in May, or the last month anyway, and what we're going to do for June here. So this is the June channel update for 2018, and my goodness, it's definitely flying as always. So in terms of time flying, that is. So anyways, I wanted to definitely talk about some real life stuff that's been happening in May. As always, this is a vlog kind of thing. So, anywho, oh yeah, and today, excuse me, you guys will be seeing some Overwatch finally. It's been a very long time, but that game is still fun in short bursts, and I did get some costumes out of that. So, I did get Torbjorn's cyborg costume, or Cybjorn, whatever you call it, from that event. And also I did get the other costume for Torbjorn, which was last year's, I think it was the last year's anniversary costume, which was the one with him wearing like the blue and stuff like that, and he had a different beard. I think he was like blonde or something. He was younger. So I did really like that look, but I couldn't get it last time. But I bought it with the credits. It was 1,000, so I was able to get that, and I was pretty happy with that. So still playing Torbjorn, and but however, in this gameplay, you will be seeing Bridget. And briefly, just to say, Bridget's pretty fun, but I can see why people are annoyed by her. And she has kind of shifted the meta along with Moira. But anyways, so you'll be seeing that hopefully, and probably some other video or some other gameplay, in case I talk over more than 30 minutes or something, 30 or 40 minutes. Anyways, so as Overwatch is playing in the background, so real life stuff. So I'm still definitely still working. Oh yeah. Speaking of work, I came to know that myself and everyone else that works at that job, we all got a raise. And as a dog is barking in the background, but I'm not sure you guys can hear that. But anyways, we got a raise, and it's just by a whole dollar. So there's still a couple extra little cash coming in, so that's pretty cool. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So, hey, I mean, more money is always welcome, of course, and it was kind of interesting. But so yeah, work. Otherwise, work hasn't been too different. Otherwise, it's been more or less the same. There has been some changes, I guess, to some of the layout for the warehouse, and it's been turning out pretty good, I think, so far. But anywho, still working out, of course, hitting the gym, and I actually need to weigh myself pretty soon, so just to see where I am. And I should be okay though. I feel like I haven't gained any fat or anything, so I should be okay if I actually gain any weight. So it should be mostly muscle anyway. So I'm still bulking, so gaining weight is kind of my goal for right now, until I reach to a certain weight, and from there, I don't know, I'll probably just maintain it or whatever. Just make sure gain, or excuse me, maintain my strength and all that stuff. If I gain more muscle, then that's okay. But if I just definitely don't want to gain any more fat, though. That's for sure. That's probably the worst thing you can do yourself, pretty much. But anywho, so gym has been more or less the same. Let's see. Well, this was really right by the end of May, but I'm kind of jumping around. Sorry about that. But one of my close friends, Curtis, if you guys may remember him from a couple of videos on his channel, including the Wind Waker playthrough, some of the We Have Fun videos that I put up in the past. He was in there, and Curtis recently got himself engaged with his girlfriend for a very long time. And now he finally, took that knee and, and proposed to her. So, she quickly said yes, and I didn't witness it, of course, but um, that's what I gathered anyway. It's just from seeing the picture on Facebook, um, but yeah, definitely congrats to him, and I'll definitely tell that him the next time I see him. But yeah, so life is definitely changing for in a very interesting way, and the age is becoming more and more apparent with myself and all my friends within the same generation, or around my generation in a way. It's just, things are definitely changing, and people are definitely going through some, the hurdles in life, and I even had my other good friend, Corey, who has also appeared on this channel in the past, and he got married I think a year ago or something. I may have talked about it in one of my monthly updates, but now for sure I have. So he married, and it's been almost a year. I think he married in October, if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely been married for pretty good couple of months now. So but yeah, otherwise, very, like I said, very recently, Curtis got engaged. So he and his girlfriend will definitely will take that next step, and hopefully, all things turn out for the good for those two in the future. So, when it comes to me though, I haven't really thought about marriage any time in the future, but I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't really want to think about too much. It's a very big commitment. For those who are younger listening to this, it's a very huge commitment, and you really need to be ready and understand what you're gonna put yourself through if you want to marry someone. So it is a part of life. I mean, you don't have to get married or anything, but if you are going to, understand what you need to do, what you're going to do, what you're going to go through, and all that stuff. Just make sure that the person you're with is the one you're most comfortable with, the most, you understand them the most, and they understand you the most. And just I think it'll come, by feeling. Of course, you'll definitely feel the connection between you and your partner, and I think it definitely part of it is instinct, sure, but also just understand that it's just a huge step in life. So just be ready for it and know what you're getting yourself into. So, but anyways, May has been a pretty interesting month. When it comes to the more recreational stuff, I did go watch Deadpool 2, and I did very recently watch Solo. I want to go through Deadpool 2 first. It was more or less what you expect for Deadpool now. I think the first film really established what Deadpool is. And I had a lot of fun seeing that, like the establishment of seeing the introduction of Deadpool. Those are, that film was really fun to watch. I really enjoyed it myself, and I was happy how it turned out. And when I first heard about the sequel, I was definitely excited for it, especially with Cable coming in. And I only knew Nick Cable from honestly from Marvel 2, and then I think I watched an episode of X-Men, or a couple of episodes of X-Men with Cable coming in along with another soldier of some kind from the future. But I think you guys may know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that was my only exposure to Cable before watching Deadpool 2. But like I said, it's more or less Deadpool 2, and Cable was pretty enjoyable for the most part. I did like him, but like I said, it's more or less Deadpool, and it's funny. but I would say it's just about the same, if not. I actually like the first one a little better in my opinion. It was just a little more fun to watch. It's just it was just I don't know. It was such a fresh take on the superhero film. He's definitely an anti-hero, and they definitely portrayed him pretty close to what he really is. It's pretty one to one, if I must say. And of course, the second film was no exception when it comes to that. But it's just you just know what you're getting yourself into now, and there are some funny moments, sure. But if I had to give it a rating, I would give it just an 8 out of 10. It was a pretty good film, but it's no more higher than 8. I will definitely say. Now, when it comes to Solo, I did come in with zero expectations or very low expectations, just because of how people were painting this image of Solo being this very mediocre film. It just something wasn't turned out right for them. This film wasn't needed or whatever. It's just overall very mixed, but more from what I saw, it was kind of negative, right? There were some people I saw that enjoyed the film, and overall, I'm kind of one of those people who actually enjoyed the film. I might be on the minority, but I, for the most part, enjoyed it. There are some things, yeah, I do see that are questionable, like the sequel baiting, or the Disney little sprinkles on it or whatever, if you know what I mean. You guys who watched the film may know what I'm talking about, but aside from that, I actually enjoyed it, and it's something I've sort of expected as a prequel or a film that's supposed to be introducing Solo, who is a very popular character from Star Wars, and now he gets his own film featuring a younger Solo. And I must say, though, to be honest, the main actor for Solo could have been better, but he did what he could, and I think he did a pretty good job for the most part. Not fantastic, but he definitely didn't do a terrible job portraying Solo. There is room for improvement, but we'll have to see. I mean, the way the film ended, you'll probably expect some sort of sequel in between the older trilogy and the Solo timeline, I guess, if you want to think of it that way. But I don't know. It's just I was just able to enjoy it. So for some reason, I expected coming out of that theater kind of like displeased or dissatisfied or whatever. I bought myself just a very standard ticket. I didn't go Dolby Cinema or anything like that, or IMAX 2D or whatever. But again, I was able to enjoy it. I liked the action. Chewbacca was great. I did like some of the new things that were introduced in there, and there is a pretty good twist by the end that you guys should catch. I think it's worth watching overall. And I kind of liked Woody Harrelson in there. He was kind of cool. But yeah, but if I were to give it a rating, I was like bouncing between a 7 and 8. And usually I don't really do the 0.5s by any means, but this time I think is a very special case, and I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's just, I don't know. I was more pleased than I thought I would be, and that's all I gotta say about that. So my friend Danny is gonna go see it himself. He is a big Star Wars fan, and I told him, hey, this film is actually enjoyable to watch, and I give it somewhere a 7, between a 7 and an 8. I just couldn't think of a number at the time to really solidify my thoughts about it, because I just came out of the theater. But when I told him through text, he was like, "Oh shit, I should probably check it out myself, and maybe perhaps we'll do a review on it together." But we'll see. I'm not gonna make any promises or anything like that. But that was Solo. I mean, this year has been pretty big on movies, and Deadpool 2 and Solo, they're all right, I think. Overall, they're definitely 7/8. So pretty decent, solid, decent films, I would say. And that's all there is to it when it comes to the movie stuff. Um, and let me try to think of anything else. No, I think that's about it when it comes to the real life stuff. Hopefully, I'm not forgetting anything. That's worth mentioning, I guess. Well, I think it's time to talk about the games for May anyway. I think it is kind of sad, but funny. I think the only game I got myself for May really was Detroit. Pretty much like I've seen all the David Cage stuff, around him, and I watched, a lot of the playthroughs with best friends playing those games, like especially Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and you can name it pretty much with David Cage, Indigo Prophecy, what have you, right? I wanted to experience something myself from David Cage, so Detroit is the newest game, and of course it looked pretty on the PS4 and all that. So, I thought, why not? And I actually, got myself the game and wanted to have myself and Josh and Todd from the other videos be a part of the Let's Play. And so far, we definitely have some things to say about it, and there will be more videos of that, of course, in the future. I do have more episodes lined up, and I would like to do more recordings, hopefully soon. But that's pretty much there is to it. It is interesting, I will say that much, for that kind of type of game. I don't really play those kind of games all that often, so it is something a little fresh in that sense, I guess. From me playing all the action games, fighting games, and JRPGs, and shooting games, and whatever, So a game like this, I mean, I did play Minecraft story mode, but Telltale and the David Cage style is a little different, same genre but different takes on it, and it's something to definitely talk about. So it's a conversation piece, definitely, and that's why they make some pretty good Let's Play videos. So wanted to try out myself, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So for those who are looking for more to our Detroit Let's Plays, you'll definitely see more of them in the future. So I hope you guys enjoy them. So but I did also pre-order some games, including the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu / Eevee game that's coming out this year for the Switch. I did talk about my thoughts about it, and pretty much like I said, I'm excited enough for me to try out the game. I'm willing to give it a shot. I do want to get the Pokeball Plus and want to go all out with it and give my review on it. Share my thoughts somehow in the future. So whenever that comes out, I'll give it like a full week or whatever, at the most, I think, and review it from there, hopefully. So, but yeah, I'm definitely excited about the Core RPG game that's coming out next year, and that's the one we're waiting for. But of course, I'm just trying to remember something here. When it comes to pre-orders, but anyways, I think that's pretty much it. That can come to mind anyway. But when it comes to the videos for this channel, I did come back with more Pokemon cards. It's been a long time once again. Last time I was opening some Ultra Prism and stuff. Once again, this time I was opening some Ultra Prism boxes, including the booster box, the Elite Trainer box, and also I got myself a Forbidden Light booster box, just one, and I'm hoping to get that episode up and going soon. I did stream it on Twitch, so there goes my Twitch plug once again. But if you want to check me out on Twitch, link will be in the description box below. Twitch.tv/HogsFox25, as always. So you want to see more streams, if you want, you can definitely check them out. So, anywho, yeah, opening some Pokemon cards is definitely one of the fun things. It's definitely different from the gacha stuff from mobile. And speaking of which, I forgot to, I guess, mention this, but been playing some Fate Go once again. Been playing Fire Emblem Heroes, of course. But I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I guess I'll say it again, and just to reinsure myself. I did pick up Girls Frontline that came out kind of recently, and it was first introduced from Intergamma because he likes those gacha games that allow you to collect all the anime waifus or whatever, and he showed it to us, including myself, and I decided to check it out myself, and so far it's okay. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it's kind of like a sort of like Advanced Wars, but there's a grid. Not instead of like a square like grid system, you just kind of just have these routes they can take to fight enemies and take over their command post or whatever. And that's pretty much all there is to it. And of course, all the guns are portrayed as anime girls, which is interesting. There are some cool designs, so whenever you get those 5 stars or whatever, it is satisfying, just like the gacha game or whatever. But it is a different approach to it because, in a way, you can constantly give yourself the opportunity to summon these characters possibly. Of course, it's hard to get the 5 stars as always, but it feels like they're giving you more summons than, let's say, Grand Order. That's like gacha game on hard mode, man, and that's brutal on the gacha, but it is definitely the most satisfying, and it gives you, I think it gives you really the most gratitude because the 5-star servants are pretty good, really fucking good. But then again, the 4 stars aren't too bad either, and I can talk about that for a very good amount of time. But anyways, that's all I've been playing for the mobile games. But back on to Pokemon cards, it definitely is different, and it's still so gratifying because it's all physical, and I love looking at the cards. They're so awesome to look at, especially the GXs. They have come out so well, and I really want to continue collecting cards whenever I get enough money or whatever, just extra money lying around. But can't. Oh, I was able to do it by monthly, but with times right now, I just want to make sure I don't overspend anything, and really make sure I want to pay my school and stuff like that from the past, and my tuition and stuff like that, and just wanted to make sure that gets out of the way. And I mean, until I get myself a full-time job and kind of really settle myself down, then I can definitely maybe be comfortable with spending money on cards every month for the channel or whatever, just for you guys to see, because I enjoy just opening packs and just see the cards, and especially the GXs, and put them in folders and just stare at them for a good amount of time. And it's just the feel of these booster packs and stuff like that is just so gratifying. And if any opportunity I've been given, I would definitely take them. But I'm definitely not out of control with that kind of stuff. I'm definitely making sure I'm in check with that. So all my necessities are taken care of before all this stuff. So you're definitely not gonna see any disasters when it comes to financial stuff. So I definitely make sure my wallet goes into the right stuff first. Games come first because of course the channel, but even before that, of course, there's the car, gas, like tuition, like I said, internet, blah blah blah, the works. But anyways, collecting cards, oh, so satisfying. We did definitely talk about Infinity War. That's another movie that you did definitely watch, but we did do a review on it, so I didn't want to talk too much about it here. So if you haven't catched that already, it is on the channel, so you can definitely check that out later. We did talk more stuff about Smash 5, what's it gonna be and stuff like that, and more theories and stuff to talk about, and it's gonna, inevitably be revealed at E3. We know it's coming, so it's just a matter of next week now, so, or a couple weeks now, so it won't be too long, and we'll definitely be talking after that to tell you guys our thoughts and what we think is going to happen next, and with myself and Brandon as always, and it's been a pretty fun ride so far, and definitely would like to do more videos like that in the future. So let me know in the comments section below if you guys are enjoying the Let's Talk Smash videos. So also I did play the beta for BlazBlue Cross-Tag Battle, and I'm definitely gonna be talking more about that for June anyway, for the June update. And sorry about that. I'm trying to check to see if I'm missing anything. Well, yeah, we did talk about our predictions for E3 in a podcast episode, from the Hypecast, of course. We did talk about, or I did talk about, the whole Pokemon thing. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, Galgun 2. I have been indeed putting up those videos. Basically me, Josh, and Todd are watching Enter Gamma, just playing that game. It was pretty spontaneous, so we wanted to show Josh and Todd what the game was all about, and it was pretty funny. So that's why I wanted to put up the video and all that stuff. In the very beginning though, I did put up the review for Yakuza 6. Pretty happy with that game, and hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, otherwise that's pretty much it for all the May stuff, and I can pretty much start talking about June. So June, it's definitely gonna be busy because of the E3 stuff. We're definitely planning to do some reactions for all the major conferences anyway, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. I don't know if I'm going to be recording all of them, or Intergam is going to record some, or me record the other. I'm definitely going to record the Nintendo one myself because Ender's going to be at work, so I'm definitely going to be taking over for that part. But otherwise, I'm going to definitely be talking to him about that, so we know ahead and we can plan ahead and make sure everything goes smoothly. So we will definitely make sure those reactions go up on this channel, and it'll be fun. And also for June, of course, we'll continue our Detroit playthrough as I said before, and June we'll have Cross-Tag Battle fully released, so definitely I will be playing that for a good amount of weeks, I think, and I'll probably do a rapid video. I don't know if I'm gonna do an in-depth video about in-depth review about it, but we'll see. We'll see how much I really like the game, or not. We never know. And so you can see definitely some sort of BlazBlue content on this channel. It's pretty surprising, right? But I'll talk more about that once I actually start reviewing the game, as to why I got it and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, it's really pretty funny how it came to be. But anyway, also in June, I believe that's when Mario Tennis Aces will come out, or Ace will come out for the Switch. So I'll definitely be on that, and I'll definitely play some on the stream, and we'll try to review that as well, whether it's in depth or not. So that's something I am looking forward to, and definitely for June, we'll try to talk more Smash for the Let's Talk Smash videos, if I haven't said that already, with Brandon. And trying to think of anything else for June, if I'm not terribly forgetting anything. For the channel, no, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, so we reached just about the 30-minute mark. So that's pretty much all the stuff I can tell you guys straight from my mind. That's worth mentioning, I guess, for June. and I talk all about that stuff in May that happened, whatever. So that's pretty much it for June. Hope you guys are looking forward to what's coming for June. And thank you guys very much, as always, for continuing for your support for the channel, just by looking at these videos and stuff like that, checking them out. Really appreciate it. It's always been fun to make videos. Period. I just have fun making videos about games, or just talking, or wherever it is that happens in life. So although I'm not a vlogger, so there is that. Not a huge vlogger. I just do these monthly vlogs, I guess, to kind of keep you guys updated about what's going on with me, for the most part. But anyways, that's all for the June update and a look back on May. Hope you guys been enjoying the channel as always. If you have any comments about the channel, any suggestions or critiques or anything that comes to mind, it's always helpful to see something like that, just to try to see if I can improve upon it or not. Those comments are always helpful, so please let me down below. Definitely love to read them. And if you like the channel, just don't forget to hit the like button here and hit the subscribe button if you guys are new or you haven't done already. And don't forget to hit the bell and make sure you're notified and all that stuff. Really helps out, because YouTube has been really wonky as of late, and oh boy, maybe I'll talk about more stuff about YouTube, because they just keep screwing up with the replies and responses and how they handle things, and oh man, the subscription stuff, and oh boy. So anyways, I really hope you guys make sure your subscription stuff is well up to date, or just you guys keep up with that, because it's really hard for YouTubers to just stay relevant, just because of how dysfunctional the subscription box is. So just remember who you're subscribed to, go to their channel on your own terms, whatever, just manually, because the subscription box is a total fucking mess. I will say that much for here. So anyways, if you haven't already, please support the channel if you guys like to, with the links down below, including Loot Crate. I'm always, I'm still sponsored by Loot Crate. I still have the link up and all that stuff, and I still have that 10% off for your subscription. The code will be in the description, along with the link to click on that first, and then put the code in. So there's always that. There's always Twitter, of course. I have the Amazon affiliate link, of course, and other stuff. So you can always check those out, and really appreciate it, guys. So yeah, so that's all I gotta say. It's always fun to talk to you guys about stuff, and hope to do that more of that for June. So thank you guys so much again. This has been the June update for 2018, and thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.